Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to FedEx Field. Cloudy right now. We had rain earlier. They're expecting rain later, as John told you. John's an excellent weather forecaster, so trust him when he tells you. But you think it'll affect the play at all, John?
Well, you know, you have quarterbacks. That's typically who it affects, and I think both quarterbacks are comfortable in it. You know, who it also affects is sometimes defensive backs. I was one of those guys. Receivers know where they're going. You don't quite know where they're going. Could be tough on them.
Let's go down to the field. Jennifer Hale's with us. Jen.
Yeah, Sam, I visited with Alfred Morris just a few minutes ago. He was out here at 11 a.m. just as soon as the tarp came off this field. He said he wanted to feel out his footing, test it a little bit. He's not changing his cleats, but he says he is going to focus on his cuts and keeping his balance on such a soggy turf. Sam?
Thanks, Jennifer. We'll check in with Jennifer throughout the game. Mike Shanahan is the head coach. The Redskins have not won at home since week 2 of last season. 7 straight home losses. We asked Mike Shanahan about it. He said, we haven't been a good team.
We haven't been very good, but they think they're better. They think they're a lot better football team, and you see the Atlanta Falcons 4-0. They've never been 5-0, but they want to change history right here today.
They got a good test last week. They're 4-0. The Redskins won the toss of the coin, but elected to defer. That's Jaquiz Rogers back deep for the Falcons, and here we go. Billy Cundiff's kickoff taken by Rogers 1 yard deep. His longest return this season, 77. This is a good one. There's a flag back behind the play. Rogers still on his feet, goes down at the 45, but there are 3 flags back at the 15. It looks like holding. Bill Levy.
Holding, number 51 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Robert James, backup linebacker.
See Robert James. He gets those hands outside. When you get them outside, Bill Levy and apparently 2 other officials had a great look at it. That will bring it back.
He had the hold on Lorenzo Alexander, the Redskins' best special teams player. So the Falcons will start from their 8-yard line. In the first 3 games, they scored touchdowns on their first possession. They were 3 and out last week against Carolina on their first possession. Michael Turner, Jason Stelling are the backs. 2 receivers to the right side. And it's Michael Turner. Short gain up short of the 10-yard line. Let's check out the Falcons on offense. And Michael Turner's been running better the last 2 weeks.
He has, and when you complement that with what I believe are 2 #1 receivers in Julio Jones and Roddy White, and oh yes, you got a Hall of Famer at tight end. Now the offensive line had been great. They struggled mightily last week, giving up 7 sacks. Matt Ryan will tell you it's everyone's responsibility, including myself. We all need to be better.
2 tight ends in. Tommy Gallarda is the other one, number 87, along with Tony Gonzalez. On 2nd and 9, Ryan puts it up short, and a quick hit on Julio Jones. He's down at the 14-yard line. He picked up 5 on the play. Washington Redskins play that 3-4 defense, but the big play has really hurt them this season.
It's been their Achilles heel. I mean, it has been bombs away on the Washington Redskins. The defensive backs like Josh Wilson have struggled, but remember, it starts up front, and they lost Brian Orakpo, the great pass rusher. That's a big loss. We'll see if they can make up for it.
Jaquiz Rogers in the backfield. 3rd and 4. 5 defensive backs in. Ryan gets time. Throwing underneath to Julio Jones. That's a first down at the 20-yard line. Julio Jones has been bothered by a lacerated hand, right hand. Seemed to affect him a little bit. He was targeted 8 times last week, but he seems to be okay today.
And he's a guy I think you've got to find a way to get involved in the game. He's too explosive of a player. I talked to him on the field prior to the game. He said the hand's not an issue anymore.
Turner back. Now Ryan steps back and checks off. A pump fake. Nobody open. And he dumps it off to Tony Gonzalez. And Gonzalez gets about 3 on the play. 184 consecutive games Tony Gonzalez has caught a pass.
Spectacular player. You see Matt Ryan sees 8 guys in the box. He's going for the pump fake. He wants to take it up top. He's got numbers. He's got the matchup outside. But D'Angelo Hall gone up against Roddy White plenty of times in his career. They used to be teammates. He's not falling for him.
Jordan Pugh is in as a 5th defensive back for Washington. Ryan to Gonzalez. Slips one man. And he shoved out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Another first down for the Falcons. So a lot of underneath stuff for Atlanta to start the game.
Absolutely. This is an offense. It's very much pick your poison. You want to cover the 2 outside guys. We've got Tony Gonzalez. You want to cover deep, we'll go low. That's what Matt Ryan does so well. He takes what the defense will give him, and he has such a great understanding of defenses.
Michael Turner, the running back. Once again, Ryan steps back. Harry Douglas is in, number 83, as a 3rd wide receiver. It's Michael Turner, who had a big game last week. It's up to the 38-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. Turner really got his game going and adding to 100+ yards rushing last week. That 60-yard screen pass that he took to the house.
It was very impressive. This is a big boy. You got a guy who you want in the rain. This is him because he turns those legs. Yards after contact were exceptional last week.
Once again, 3 wide receivers in. Everybody out. Ryan for Turner. Turner turned a little late. Rob Jackson was covering him on the play. Excuse me, Perry Riley, number 56, covering Michael Turner. Redskins thus far this season have gotten a good pass. You said they missed Brian Orakpo, who's out for the year.
Do they ever? And 3rd down's where they miss him most.
Empty backfield with Jacquizz Rodgers in and lined up in the slot to the left. 3rd and 5. Ryan finally finds Roddy White, and he's got a first down at midfield. Once again, Ryan very patient, waited for somebody to come open. 12-yard pickup.
Well, he's patient because the Redskins decide to rush 3 against him. Matt Ryan, again, so smart. He understands he's going to have time. He can extend the play, allow his receivers to get open. He finds Roddy White. Always a good decision to throw to Roddy White, particularly this year.
No huddle offense here. Falcons come to the line off the play fake. Putting it up deep is Ryan, looking for Julio Jones. He dropped it. Going against Josh Wilson. The ball was there.
And it should have been caught. And Roddy White told us yesterday, we're talking to him on the phone, and he says, whoever, I don't know who Josh Wilson's going to cover. Whoever he's going to cover, he's going to have a tough day. And you see them go after him right away. This is a matchup they loved. Julio Jones, you've got to catch that ball. They won't call pass interference on the offense. I know that. Former defensive back. Got a little shove in there.
Jacquizz Rodgers in the backfield now. Ryan changing the play at the line. On 2nd and 10, it's Rodgers cutting it back. Gets a couple of yards into Redskins territory down to the 47. Give him 3 yards on the carry. Perry Riley made the stop for the Redskins.
Jacquizz Rodgers is a guy that Dirk Cutter and this team really want to get more involved in the offense, but he's really got to come to life. He's only averaging about 2.8 yards per carry coming into the day. He's a great compliment to Michael Turner, but he's got to start showing up on the field.
There's another big 3rd down play on this opening drive. Falcons 2 for 2. Jason Snelling in the backfield with Matt Ryan. Everybody out, and they stop the play. False start against the Falcons will set them back.
False start, number 88, offense.
Bill Levy, our referee today, said during the lockout he was doing evaluations and work for the Big 12. As far as college football was concerned, they had the referees, led by Ed Hockley, had conference calls to go over the rules to stay in shape mentally.
I've never been so happy to see Bill leaving.
Snelling shifts back into the backfield on 3rd and 13. Ryan gets time. He's got a man open, but he overthrows Harry Douglas. So a 10-play possession for the Falcons stops.
You haven't seen this much from Matt Ryan this year. An overthrow. They've got separation. We've seen it on a couple plays. This is a defensive backfield that's been leaky. Matt Ryan knows that one got away right there. He'll come back.
And I want to correct myself. It was a 12-play possession. Matt Bosher, the punter. Deep is Brandon Banks. Banks steps up, takes it at the 13. Found some room. He looked up, thought there'd be somebody there. There wasn't. Brings it back to the 20-yard line. Robert Griffin III leading the Redskins offense onto the field. There's Jim Haslett, the defensive coordinator, talking to his guys.
Meeting the minds. Raheem Morris, Bob Slowick, all these guys have been coordinators throughout their career. And here's the guy that's got everybody so excited in the D.C. area.
The NFL Rookie of the Month for September. And on first down, the pass deflected by John Abraham. Good job by Abraham up front. This offense for the Redskins led by a pair of rookies, not only Robert Griffin III, but Alfred Morris, the running back.
And Alfred Morris is really good. One thing you know about Mike Shanahan is his running backs have had success. They don't think this is just another guy. They believe they found a diamond in the rough in the 6th round in Alfred Morris, and he's making them look like they made a very wise decision.
Darrell Young is the fullback. There's the toss to Morris, who went for over 100 yards last week for the first time in his young career. That's a strong run as he gets across the 30 for a first down.
One thing you notice right away when you start studying the tape is the first guy never brings Alfred Morris down. He is a tough runner. He's strong. He fits the prototype of a Shanahan. Put the foot in the ground, get north and south. This is just the guy that Mike Shanahan and Kyle Shanahan love to work with.
He got his chance in preseason. He came to camp as the number 4 back on the roster, and he's worked his way up to number 1. Injuries gave him the opportunity. He's made the most of it. Again, the toss to Mark. Good cutback. Turns it into a strong run up to the 47-yard line. Thomas Deku, the safety, with a stop.
Well, watch it again. They're going to stretch with this zone scheme. Great block by Fred Davis, the tight end. Put the foot in the ground and get downhill. Mike Nolan said it best. Mike Shanahan's backs always go north and south because they don't play if they start going east and west.
That's right. Pickup of 16 on that run. 27 yards on 2 runs for Alfred Morris. Very impressive start. Off the play fake, the rush from the outside. D'Angelo Hall. Excuse me, Dante Robinson. I got my 23s mixed up. Dante Robinson in with a blitz.
Like a corner blitz, little disguise, just looking like he's going to be on that dead side of the formation. Instead, he gets that dead side of Robert Griffin. Alfred Morris tries to get back out of coverage, but if Dante didn't get him, Jonathan Babineau was going to. So got to shore that up if you're the Washington Redskins.
Looks like they'll share that sack. Good pressure with a blitz from the outside. So Mike Nolan, the defensive coordinator, changing things up right away. Good pass there to Aldrick Robinson, and a first down for the Redskins. Thanks, Kurt. That last pickup was 10 yards. It brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Redskins at the 49-yard line. Empty backfield, everybody out. The quick toss is caught by the tight end, Fred Davis. He's been the Redskins' leading receiver, and now the official on the other side says no.
You watch, you're going to see Stephen Nicholas come where RGIII understands he's got to get the ball out. Simple principle in football. They're going to bring the blitz, throw it where they blitzed from. RG3 does it. He finds Fred Davis. We'll see if he hung on to this ball. Wow, I'm not so sure.
No, and they rule it incomplete, so the Redskins forced a punt. Sam Rocca booms it high. Dominic Franks waving for the fair catch at the 15-yard line. So a trade of punts on the first possessions. Robert Griffin III hit hard on the blitz from Dante Robinson. Back at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Falcons' second possession starts from the 15. Redskins have the rookie Richard Crawford in as a fifth defensive back. Three wide receivers. Roddy White, Julio Jones, and Harry Douglas. Turner waiting for something to open up, picking his way across the 15 and gets up to the 17, a gain of 2. Jarvis Jenkins and Ryan Kerrigan combining on the stop.
Mike Smith, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, told us the other day at some point Michael Turner's going to get going in this football game. If they want to load the box, we aren't going to run into a brick wall, we'll throw it. But when they give us an opportunity, we're going to get Michael Turner going. They're making an effort early on.
What a great record for Mike Smith as head coach of the Falcons. Ryan steps up, points out where the defenders are. Ryan with time. A little too high off the hand of Tony Gonzalez. Time for in the secondary, and Brandon Whedon, what a beautiful pass.
Yeah, he can sling it now.
Here's 3rd and 7. Ryan with time, incomplete. Little off on that pass intended for Roddy White. 3 and out. Good series for the Redskins defense.
Well, the Redskins, remember, Brian Orakpo's out. They understand that somehow they've got to get pressure on a guy like Matt Ryan. They bring it in the form of D'Angelo Hall. He moved to the nickel. He blitzed. It put enough pressure on Matt Ryan. He had to get rid of it early. Redskins doing a nice job defensively.
D'Angelo Hall wants to have a big game against his former team. The Atlanta Falcons drafted him in the 1st round. He played 4 years there. Matt Bosher's second punt. Brandon Banks standing around his own 35. Backpedals. Big kick by Bosher. Here comes Banks on the return. And he's brought down. Good coverage by the Falcons. Chris Owens, back after missing his last 2 games, makes the special teams tackle.
So we're in the
Washington Redskins take over. You look at the Falcons RGIII, defensive tackle. Redskins start from the 20. Aldrick Robinson and Leonard Hankerson are the wide receivers. The end around to Hankerson, slips Babineau and gets up to the 23-yard line. Pick up a 2 on the play. Stephen Nicholas was the man who brought him down.
One thing the Shanahans, Kyle, the offensive coordinator, and his dad, Mike, the head coach, have done a tremendous job is making Robert Griffin feel comfortable, not putting too much on his plate, particularly early in games. You see them run the football, come up with some trick plays. They don't want to put too much. They build confidence, and then this guy's tough to deal with.
Josh Morgan back in at wide receiver for the Redskins. And the toss to Morris, stumbled forward. And he gets up to the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Sean Weatherspoon. Morris goes to the sideline. Quite a story. Alfred Morris drives a 1991 Mitsubishi.
He's staying humble, but he could be driving something else. He keeps running like this.
124,000 miles on it. Robert Griffin III, the pass for Santana Moss, a little low, and it's incomplete. He likes to go to Santana Moss on 3rd downs. That's his reliable guy.
Well, I tell you one thing you recognize right away when you get in a room with Robert Griffin, this kid is smart, and it's real smart, despite the drop to go to Santana Moss. They aren't featuring him as much as they have in the past because they have some new receivers, but that's your money man. When the game's on the line, that's the guy Robert Griffin wants to go to.
Zabraka's second punt. Dominic Franks looks around. He's got room to return from the 20-yard line. And the Redskins get down. Don't let him get to the outside. 56-yard punt for Savraka. Robert Griffin III upset with himself that he didn't connect with Santana Moss on third down. And their third possession of the game. Ryan looking for Tony Gonzalez. He's got him. Ryan Kerrigan takes him down. 3 catches already in the game for Tony Gonzalez. That's a 9-yard pickup.
A common theme, and Matt Ryan's a smart quarterback. When you start struggling, he's been a little off here early. Who do you go to? You go to old, reliable Tony Gonzalez to get your own confidence going. Remember, we said this is the guy that would be the MVP if there was one right now. He's struggling a little bit. He goes to Gonzalez. That helps get it back.
He goes to the sideline. Mike Johnson, a tackle, comes in as an eligible end for blocking. On 2nd and 1, Turner spins. They drop him for a loss. Good job by the Redskins. And D'Angelo Hall made the tackle. Loss of 2 on the play. Redskins defense has had a good start to this game.
Well, one way to deal with a big guy like Michael Turner is get in his backfield. And you're going to see Reed Dowdy, the safety, right there. Get in the backfield, and then here comes D'Angelo Hall. They block Reed Dowdy. You replace. Great defense by the Washington Redskins dealing with Michael Turner.
3rd and 2.5. 3 wide receivers in. That's Harry Douglas in motion. Ryan waits, throws, and completes to Tony Gonzalez for a first down. We had a great chat with London Fletcher on Friday, and he called Tony Gonzalez the greatest tight end of all time, and he said he does push off.
He does, and he does it very well. But this is vintage Tony Gonzalez. You see a little push. Now that looks like a basketball player. He's screening the guy out, and Tony Gonzalez was a great basketball player. That's why he plays so well, so deep in his career. His game's about body position.
Jason Snelling in the backfield with Michael Turner. Ryan looking. And finds Tommy Gallarda, the 2nd tight end. The Falcons still without Michael Palmer, their number 2 tight end. He's out with an injury and may not be back until after the bye week. Pickup of 7 on the play. Matt Ryan 8 for 13, 58 yards, a lot of short stuff. One time they took the shot deep. Julio Jones dropped the pass.
That's probably the biggest difference between the 2012 Atlanta Falcons as opposed to the previous ones. They will take those shots.
Snelling shifts, everybody out. Ryan puts it up and throws it away. Good pressure from Jarvis Jenkins, the defensive end. Redskins are looking for consistent pressure on the quarterback. Ryan Kerrigan has done a pretty good job, but without Orakpo, they're looking for somebody on that other side.
Well, because what happens, Ryan Kerrigan's drawing all the attention, so somebody else has to emerge. It's very much like if the Dallas Cowboys didn't have DeMarcus Ware, somebody else got to step up, and they got to do it collectively.
Another 3rd down play for the Falcons. They're 3 for 5 on first down conversions. Off the fake handoff. And the pass to Julio Jones, but he winds up just short of the first down marker. Josh Wilson did a good job to stay with him. That's a big receiver in Julio Jones at 6'3".
You have no idea what a good play this is. The key to screens, you got to go get them, and you got to go get them now. And that's exactly what Josh Wilson does, and then he hangs on for dear life. That's a tough sucker to bring down. Great play by Josh Wilson.
Josh Wilson coming to the sideline. Looks like they'll bring the chains in from the far side. Get a measurement. Ball spotted at the 43. Will be about a half-yard short here. Well, less than that, but still short.
That's what football comes down to. Coaches can put you in position, but then you have to make the play. And Josh Wilson, who's been in battle this year, they've been going after him. That's a big-time football play by the young man right there.
Redskins are still trying to sort out their secondary and find the right pieces because they've they've lost some pieces.
Yeah, Tenard Jackson and Brandon Merriweather were going to be their starting safeties coming in. Tenard Jackson suspended for the year. Brandon Merriweather hurt, was coming back, then got hurt in pregame. It's been tough, but they're doing well today.
Matt Bosher. Ran a 63-yard punt last time. Banks lets this one go, and it goes into the end zone for the touchback. Josh Wilson made a big play on third down. He knew it. He liked it. Shut down thus far.
So much for the shootout we were all predicting.
That's right. Mike Shanahan with his scripted plays. RG3 putting it outside of Pierre Garçon. And he gets up to the 20-yard line. No gain on the play. And we are coming to the end of the first quarter. Defense has been the big story of the first quarter. Washington Redskins, Atlanta Falcons. Good matchup. Some good players. The defense has come up big. No score. End of the first quarter. Most of that time of possession edge for Atlanta came on the first possession when they had a 12-play drive. First play, second quarter. RG3 faking the handoff, completing to Fred Davis, the tight end. This one he holds on to, and he's got a first down at the 34-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play.
And Sam, we're still in those first 15 to 20 plays. And Mike Smith said it. I know it because I played for the man. No one scripts better. Most people do the first 15. Mike Shanahan takes it to 20. There's no better scripter in football plays than Mike Shanahan. They just found a nugget right there.
What's the benefit of scripting that many plays?
It allows a guy like RG3, a young quarterback, to study that thing. They know it inside and out, and they execute it.
Look at Alfred Morris burst through the first level. He's up to the 47-yard line. Dante Robinson tripped him up. Gain of 13.
I think the script says here, run, Alfred, run. And he does it. Great vision. That's what running backs in this system do so well. They find the hole, and then they do the damage once they get to that second level. This kid, incredible vision, incredible balance. Have really been impressed with Alfred Morris.
4 carries, 41 yards already for Alfred Morris in the game. The Redskins came into the game averaging over 170 yards rushing per game as a team. Morris up to the 49 for a game of 2. Sean Weatherspoon with a tackle.
Interesting that we're this far into the game and Robert Griffin III has yet to carry the football. We're so used to seeing him run the football. I believe they're trying to do it less because he's taken some hellacious hits in the last couple weeks.
3 for 6 passing. There's Kyle Shanahan, the offensive coordinator. Done a real good job. Niles Paul, number 84, split out. That pass, little behind Pierre Garçon, off his hands. Took a bit of a hit from Asante Samuel. Bring up a 3rd and long.
Robert Griffin, Sam, you've been doing this a long time. I've been doing the broadcast world for now my 4th year. I don't think I've ever been so impressed in a production meeting. This young man has a presence. He electrifies a room. He has smarts. There's a sincerity about him. I'm going to go buy a jersey for my son. I'm probably not supposed to say that, but that's the type of guy you want your kids to emulate.
He really blends in well with his teammates in the locker room. They're very impressive. 3 wide receivers, Santana Moss in motion. Evan Royster in the backfield, everybody out. Griffin being chased, completes it to Fred Davis, but it's short of the first down. Down the Atlanta 46-yard line. Gain of 5. Bring up a 4th down. Sean Weatherspoon able to stop the tight end Fred Davis.
Sean Weatherspoon, an excellent play. They're going to catch some footballs. Robert Griffin buys time, gets it to Fred Davis, but then what can you do? Don't allow the yards after catch, and Sean Weatherspoon is terrific at doing that. Good tackle by Sean Weatherspoon.
Sabraka's 3rd punt of the game. High, booming kick. Dominic Franks waits for a fair catch at the 11-yard line. Back and forth they go. Defenses have played strong. The punters have had a big game. Average field position, starting field position has not been very good for the Atlanta Falcons. They've started from their 8 the 15, the 20, and now the 11. Ronnie White shifting to the left side. Ryan finds Tony Gonzalez up at the 20-yard line, and he's hauled down. And that's one of the things that John alluded to with he's got different receivers that have had big games. One game it's Roddy White, another game it's Julio Jones, and then there's Tony Gonzalez who's had big games.
Pick your poison. Who are you going to stop? And then it goes beyond the receiver choices. Okay, you're going to load up to stop the pass and leave defenders back. Now you got Michael Turner to deal with. This is a good offense. Washington's done a nice job keeping them in check thus far.
Ryan 10 for 16, 71 yards. On first down off the play fake. Ryan gets time, nobody open. And he finds, and it's knocked out of the hands of Joe Hawley. Hawley, an offensive lineman, was in as another tight end. How about throwing a pass to Joe Hawley? We'll figure that.
I think Dirk Cutter, the offensive coordinator, said, Matt, don't get carried away. We have him in there to block and block only. And you're going to see why. Joe Hawley protects, then he sneaks out. Matt says, okay, I'll try to throw to you. That's not one of the weapons I was speaking of when I was talking about the Atlanta Falcons.
Joe Hawley's is more used to playing center and snapping it between his legs than catching a pass. 2nd and 10 Falcons. Short drop by Ryan, connects with Tony Gonzalez. And he broke a couple of tackles. And looks like he's got enough for the first down. That's a good effort by Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez, last week he did the same thing. He catches the football on this is called a little stick route, but then watch what he does after. He's not going to go down. Two guys there, shakes one, shakes another, falls forward for the first down. He is playing excellent football. He's in his 16th year. I wouldn't retire. He's playing better than ever.
I would throw that retirement talk out the window the way he's playing. On first down, Michael Turner taking it outside, takes a hard hit from Reed Dowdy, the safety. Turner takes it up to close to the 39. Let's give him 5 yards on the carry.
This is where you have so much respect for a guy like Tony Gonzalez, because early in his career he struggled as a blocker, but watch this right now. He's going to stretch, and then he gets that key block. And you give a guy like Michael Turner a little space, they'll do some damage. Tony Gonzalez, a complete football play.
Tommy Gallardo's in as a second tight end. Off the play fake, Ryan puts it into the ground, throwing it at Tommy Gallardo. Flag on the play. Let's see what this is all about.
Jared Reynolds, the left tackle, left guard, was 10 yards downfield. Going to be, right guard. Going to be an eligible receiver downfield. Here he is right there. And I think he's saying, Joe Hawley went out for a pass. Now I'm going to try to get in here.
Now, is that him did he not realize it was going to be a passing play? Did he think it was going to be a run?
Ineligible downfield. Number 75, offense. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
I think Atlanta's doing so much check with me during the break. This Washington crowd just cranked up the noise, and he just obviously heard the wrong thing because not supposed to be there.
It's a 3rd and 5 at the 38-yard line. Jason Snelling is in for Atlanta. Harry Douglas lined up in the backfield. Look at that! Interception by Ryan Kerrigan. He's going in. Touchdown! A magnificent play by Ryan Kerrigan.
Just a fabulous play. Watch him. He's coming off the corner. He sees Jacquizz Rodgers swinging out to the right, puts up his hands, catches the football. Made a very similar play against Tampa last week. Made the tackle. Excuse me, that was Harry Douglas coming out of the backfield. the concentration to bring the football in, scoring points on defense. That's a big-time football play.
Ryan Kerrigan, who has become the key pass rusher. We talked about him, but doing a little bit of everything. And the Washington Redskins defense is the story of the game so far, as Ryan Kerrigan leaps into the stands with a touchdown. Touchdown for the second-year player, Ryan Kerrigan.
It's just a great football play. He understands. Look, Tyson Claybo, the right tackle, he's not going to let me just come in. If it's that easy, something's up. He gets his hands up. Tremendous concentration, and then outruns Matt Ryan. That's the kind of impact they need from Ryan Kerrigan. Needs to come in the form of the pass rush, but that's a terrific play by Kerrigan. And Matt Ryan struggling. This Atlanta offense struggling with the defense we all thought they would have their way with.
Third interception this year on Matt Ryan. The kickoff. Rogers on the return. Finds a little space, and then he's brought down as he gets to the 20-yard line by Lorenzo Alexander. Hey, congratulations all around for a great defensive play. For Matt Ryan, time to regroup. Next field with some frustration for Julio Jones.
It's Terry Robisky, the wide receiver coach, the old veteran wide receiver coach, getting into Julio Jones, but frustration for this entire offense.
And Jones catches the pass from Ryan on first down. And the pickup across the 30, good for the first down. Pickup of 11 on the play. Fourth catch of the game thus far for Julio Jones.
He was largely held in check versus the Carolina Panthers last week. It was Roddy White that had the big game, and they're clearly trying to get him involved because he's a game-changing player.
Falcons have gone predominantly with the pass thus far in the first half. Outside to Jones again. Slips one man and is brought down as he gets across the 35. Time for an update for that. Packers looking to get something going, some momentum going.
They will.
Tough loss. Roddy White goes in motion. Michael Turner. And he ran hard right into London Fletcher. And Fletcher stood his ground. Turner up to the 41-yard line to pick up a 4 on the play.
London Fletcher, when we sat down with him yesterday, said about Michael Turner, he's a bowling ball type runner. And I'm looking at London and I say, you're a bowling ball type linebacker. Knew we were going to have a great matchup. That's two really good, strong, low to the ground football players playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. Gotta love that.
Some confusion along the sideline on the Falcons' part. And now we're going to get a measurement. They were trying to figure out which players to put in on the short yardage situation. And the officials brought the chains out. And there you see the distance needed. A little over the length of a football on third down.
Sam, this is a team in Atlanta led by Mike Smith that exhibits poise, but they're a little confused right now. There's some miscommunication going on. There's a lot going on this team that you usually, especially this year, they've been clicking on all cylinders, not so much today.
Why do you think that's happening, John?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. The Redskins throwing some different looks, varying the 8-man fronts with the 7-man fronts. It's got them a little bit on the ropes.
Crowd has been loud. Third and less than a yard, and they go spread offense. And the toss to Harry Douglas on the end around. He's got the first down as he crosses the 45. Pick up a 5 on the play. Barry Cofield with a tackle. They've got a wide variety of plays in that offensive playbook for Dirk Cutter.
They really do, and this playbook you talk about is kind of a melding of two philosophies. Mike Smith was very clear. He didn't want to take away the system that Matt Ryan knew so well, that all these guys did, but he wanted to infuse it with some new ideas. So Dirk Cutter adapted to their offense, but added some new things, and it's worked well.
And they go end around with Julio Jones. Picked up a block from Tommy Gallardo. A short pickup up to the 47. 2-yard gain. Perry Riley with the stop.
You see early in this game, you see that run-pass discrepancy, the play sheet for the Atlanta Falcons. It was heavy pass early, and you can see Mike Smith, Dirk Cutter right now trying to settle this game down by running the football.
And looking to up-tempo here with no huddle. Turner on the backfield with Ryan. 3 wide receivers. On the draw play, Michael Turner gets close to the first down line. This will be very close. Good run by Michael Turner. London Fletcher and Richard Crawford combine on the stop.
I'll tell you what Matt Ryan right now, he's counting numbers. He's trying to show Jordan Pugh that he's in the box, but watch him at the snap. He's going back. Matt Ryan says, if you're going to leave, play with 7 in the box, we're going to come right at you on the run. Matt Ryan sees it before it happens, and they run the football. It's just a numbers game. You're going to play with 7, we'll run the football. 8, we may have to go throw.
Again, 3rd and less than a yard. Jacquez Rogers. He was hit by Riley. Let's see where they give him forward progress. They may give him enough for the first down. He didn't get much, but he got enough for the first down.
And I tell you, we got to check on Michael Turner, because the last 2 3rd and 1s, which would typically be Michael Turner type plays, we've seen a pitch to Harry Douglas and now a little run to Jacquez Rogers. Michael Turner's the guy you want right there. It looks like he's just getting a little break.
First down, Falcons in Redskins territory at the 44. Off the play fake. Ryan with time. He's got Julio Jones off his hands, and it drops incomplete. Just a little bit high again. Jones went up for it, but it went off his fingertips.
Well, you said it best right there. Again, high again, and that's been a common theme. Early today, he had Harry Douglas down the seam, the ball was thrown high. He had Tony Gonzalez down the seam, ball thrown high. Uncharacteristic inaccuracy for Matt Ryan.
Came into the game connecting on over 69% of his passes. 2nd and 10. Gonzalez motions. 3 wide receivers in, short drop. Ryan with a soft toss to Gonzalez. Nice touch on the pass from Matt Ryan. That's a first down for the Falcons. We've got an update, and again, back to Kurt. Thanks, Kurt. Yeah, when the Eagles held on to the ball against the Giants, they wound up winning the game. Falcons first down at the 30. Ryan dropped the football. Redskins think they have it. They come away with it. Harry Riley has the football.
Something you just don't see. Matt Ryan, 5th-year quarterback, dropping snaps off his game early on. The Redskins taking advantage.
Uncharacteristic play by the Atlanta Falcons. Their first lost fumble of the season, and Matt Ryan's trying to figure out what's going wrong here.
And the previous drive, it was an interception for a touchdown. This is very uncharacteristic. Remember, coming in, this is the guy that's playing better than anybody else in the National Football League. He's got to get on his game and do it in a hurry. We'll see if RG3 and the Redskins can take advantage.
That man without the numbers, Jim Haslett, his defense is doing a good job.
Sure are.
Redskins from the 32. RG3 swings it out to Alfred Morris. Morris keeps going into Falcons territory. His first reception for plus yardage. Last week he caught a pass, lost a couple of yards. He gains 20 on this one.
So much space. RG3's going to draw the defenders in. He finds Alfred Morris, not his number 1, and that's one thing that you've been so impressed with. Robert Griffin III, who's never gone through a progression at Baylor, making it look easy going through a progression, something that a lot of NFL quarterbacks struggle with.
Toss to Morris. Picks up a block from Darrell Young. Turns it into a big gainer. Morris is ridden down by William Moore inside the 20-yard line.
Again, this toss has been effective. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Put your foot in the ground. Great blocking by Josh Wilson on the perimeter along with Garcon. It all works when everyone's blocking. Mike Shanahan stresses constantly these receivers blocking. They do a tremendous job there. And then Alfred Morris, this kid has some serious juice.
29-yard run gives him 72 yards on 6 carries in the game, averaging 12 yards per carry. And Ryan Grant gets his first carry as a Washington Redskin. He was picked up before last week's game, did not play last week, was inactive. His first run of the season, did not have a training camp. Played last season with the Green Bay Packers, was out on the street, but with some injuries, they signed Ryan Grant.
And he fits perfectly into this scheme. In Green Bay, they run the same zone running scheme. Ryan Grant, a very good player. I'm frankly surprised that no one signed him sooner.
Pick up a 5. Alfred Morris is back in. Robert Griffin throwing outside to Leonard Hankerson. He's pulled down at the 11-yard line. Pick up a 3 on the play. How about these guys? You remember Terrell Davis in Denver?
I do.
Mike Shanahan turned him into one of the greats. And Alfred Morris, wow. This is a guy, 6th-round pick, 173rd pick in the draft.
What were those other people thinking?
Oh, boy. Well, as Mike Shanahan said, he was a really good player on a bad team. A lot of people overlooked him. Flag on the play as Morris is brought down. Troy Bierman, number 71, with an excellent penetration on the play for the Falcons.
Holding, number 71 offense. Penalties decline. 4th down.
The one thing Mike Shanahan has been employing this system as they bring their field goal team on the field for so long. And Mike has a profile for the type of runner, and that's how they find him in the 6th round. He says they're 215 to 220-pound guys. They can one cut, as we watch the hold here. 71 right there. He got a handful. But they know how to identify the type of players, and I think they found a special one in Alfred Morris.
Billy Cundiff had the game-winning field goal last week after missing 3. Savrock on the holder. 31-yard field goal try for Cundiff, and he missed it. Outside, wide right. Oh, boy. He had a good week of practice. We were talking with Danny Smith, the special teams coordinator. He was hitting everything in practice, and he misses a short one.
You know, and Billy Cundiff knows as well as anyone, this is a production-based business. And when you're missing field goals against a team like the Atlanta Falcons, you're not going to be around long. Last week he came back. The Redskins and Danny Smith can only hope he does today.
Last week he missed one from 31, from 41, a long one from 57. But he made the game winner. And that seemed to really lift everybody's spirits, especially Billy Cundiff, but he starts the game off here today, missing. Falcons on the 21-yard line, working out of the shotgun. Ryan gets time, doesn't find anybody. Now it's Roddy White. Across the 40-yard line to the 41. As we come down to the 2-minute warning. The only score of the game, a defensive touchdown.
Watch Roddy White. He's going to come out of the backfield, a little different look. He gets one-on-one mismatch on London Fletcher. Matt Ryan finds him. Nice execution by Matt Ryan, Roddy White, and the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons have been moving the football. They've had time of possession. Haven't been able to cash in at all.
Turnovers.
5 defensive backs for the Redskins. Ryan with time gets it to Tony Gonzalez. Flag further downfield. London Fletcher was covering Tony Gonzalez. That's a great matchup.
Holding, number 59 defense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
And I see London Fletcher frustrated because he says, you allow him to push, but I can't hold. Well, that one usually goes to the offensive player. He does get a handful. Tony Gonzalez comes back for the catch.
First penalty of the game on the Redskins. The ball up to the 46-yard line. First down for the Falcons. Jacquizz Rodgers is the running back. The pass outside caught by Harry Douglas at the 39-yard line. He was covered by the rookie Richard Crawford, 7th-round pick out of SMU.
See Harry Douglas, a perfectly thrown ball. There's that accuracy we're so accustomed to seeing. Good job of getting 2 feet down, right foot down, left foot down. Beautiful catch by Harry Douglas.
Matt Ryan has thrown 26 passes in the first half, 16 for 26, 148 yards, 1 interception.
This is the area where the Falcons have taken shots thus far this year, right around midfield. Don't be surprised to see a deep one.
3 wide receivers. Everybody out. Ryan throws short. Julio Jones is tackled by Medea Williams with an ankle tackle. Picked him up 5 on the play.
Got all those timeouts, but they're moving the ball. Plenty of time. 1:30 left on the clock. Plenty of time for Matt Ryan and the Falcons.
The hurry-up offense. Ryan being rushed. Throws high, and Julio Jones goes up and grabs it against the much shorter Josh Wilson. Great grab by Julio Jones for his 7th catch of the game.
That's the kind of potential that this young man has. Watch this catch. He goes up high, outleaps Josh Wilson, gets both feet down, and then going to go ahead and get some yards, and they lay a lick on Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Richard Crawford was blitzing. Ryan, pump fake, going for the end zone to Jones. And it's incomplete. Medea Williams, the safety, came over to help out and break it up.
There's that shot we talk about, taking a shot at the end zone. Something the Falcons haven't done so much in the past. This year, extremely aggressive. They've got these kind of weapons. A really good football play by Medea Williams, going up and getting that football and wrestling it away from Julio Jones.
Second down, Falcons at the Redskins 29. Redskins with a 7-0 lead. 3 wide receivers all to the right side. Everybody out. Ryan throwing to Jones. He's wrapped up by D'Angelo Hall. Holds on to the football and fights his way down to the 21-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field. Under a minute to go. 44 seconds left. Pink is prevalent in the crowd and all around the stadium today. Jennifer Hale tells us why. She has the answer.
Well, Sam, all of this pink that you see today is really the brainchild of Tanya Snyder, wife of Redskins owner Dan Snyder. She started the Think Pink campaign back in 1999 when the Skins were the only team to do it. Now it's spread to 28 NFL teams. Take a look pregame, Miss Snyder and the Redskins cheerleaders handing out pink ribbons. In all, the NFL has distributed 4.2 million pink ribbons since this campaign started. Miss Snyder tells me she hopes all the women watching today, when they see those 300-pound linemen in pink, they'll remember to go get screened for breast cancer, and the men in their lives will follow through and make sure they do. Sam?
Thanks, Jennifer. The Redskins do great job, community work, charity work, and Tanya Snyder is a leader and very active. 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. Ryan puts it up. He's got Tony Gonzalez. He's got a touchdown. Let's see. I may have jumped the gun. I think I did. I thought he reached across the goal line. They're spotting it inside the 1.
Watch Tony Gonzalez. He's going to extend this football at the end. That right elbow's down. Good call by the official. It's going to be where the ball is when that right elbow hits. Tough to see from these angles. Right elbow down. I think they got the spot correct.
The previous play is under review.
Upstairs in the final 2 minutes. They call down to Bill Levy. They want the referee to take a look. The elbow down there, that could be exactly
right elbow down.
Yeah.
I think they got that spot exactly right.
Close. Back for the review from Bill Levy and the word as they reviewed the play. Okay, Bill. It's all yours.
Come on, Bill. You know, remember, again, this was called down on the field. It's got to be indisputable.
The ruling on the field stands. The runner was short.
And that wasn't indisputable.
Yeah, nothing clear that could overturn the ruling. They mark it inside the 1. Tony Gonzalez with 8 catches in the first half.
And again, Mr. Reliability, Mr. Dependability, good route, perfect strike by Matt Ryan.
First and goal for the Falcons inside the 1-yard line. And the Redskins come pouring across. Let's see what the call is here.
Encroachment on the 96 defense. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
And if there's ever a time to jump off sides, when you're at the 6-inch line, now you're at the 3-inch line. Not a big difference.
You talk about your jumbo package. The Falcons have 8 offensive linemen on the field.
Not even a hard count. Barry Cofield.
They've got 3 lined up as tight ends. The fake to Turner. Ryan throws to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown, but there are 2 flags on the play. Tony Gonzalez made the grab. Now we'll get the
holding on the 97 defense. Tony's decline. Touchdown.
It's as if they wanted to get it for Tony. He came up.
We got fantasy owners happy all over America. But Tony Gonzalez, this is why London Fletcher calls him the greatest tight end of all time. And he's making a real strong case throughout his career. But this year especially, he's been as good as ever in year 16. What a tremendous football player.
Big drive for the Falcons here in the closing minutes of the first half. Matt Bryant's extra point is good. Tony Gonzalez with touchdown number 99 of his Hall of Fame NFL career. Wow. Look at these guys with over 100 great names. Wide receivers. And there's that tight end, Tony Gonzalez. It's 99.
That's some company. Some company for Tony Gonzalez. I played against him. I know him well. He works so hard, and that's what's allowing him to play this well, this deep into his career.
And Matt Ryan has continued his touchdown streak. 20 consecutive games with a touchdown pass for the Falcons quarterback.
Absolutely, and we asked Matt about that. All right, if you get a touchdown, you're going to be at 20. Now, just try to comprehend this. Drew Brees is going to have 48 if he gets one tonight. He said it's completely unfathomable, and it can't have enough respect for Drew Brees. He talked a lot about Johnny Unitas, and it was really neat hearing Matt. You know, we talked about RG3. This guy's as impressive as they come as well. Started today not like the normal Matt Ryan,
right? But
that drive was very impressive.
21 for 32, 187 yards for Matt Ryan, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Defensive touchdown for the Redskins, offensive touchdown for the Falcons. Matt Bosch's kick through the end zone for a touchback. 30 seconds to go. Let's find out what's happening on the Visa halftime report. For that, let's go to Kurt Menefee. The guys are in great spirits on the pregame show. We'll see him at halftime with the Visa halftime report coming up right here. RG3 from the 20. Handing off inside. The story for the offense for the Redskins, the outstanding running of Alfred Morris, and a quick timeout called by the Redskins on the 11-yard pickup.
30-second timeout.
8 carries, 82 yards for Alfred Morris in the first half. Next week, Foxtoberfest.
A lot of folks had him at the bottom of the league, and here they are at the top of that NFC Central division.
All begins with a Bill Ford Tough Fox NFL Sunday pregame show at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Handoff inside to Morris, breaks a couple of tackles. Boy, he runs hard, doesn't he?
He really does. And Redskin fans may be saying, why are we running the football? Remember, Mike Shanahan knows he has a rookie quarterback in Robert Griffin. Talked about never putting him in a position he's uncomfortable with. We'll see if he lets him go here, trying to get some points on the board.
Robert Griffin III, 6 for 10, 52 yards. This is a big day here in the Washington area, Washington-Baltimore area, if you will. Redskins playing the Falcons this afternoon, the excitement of RGIII. The Washington Nationals play in St. Louis, their first postseason play since 1933, and the Orioles and Yankees tonight in Baltimore. Again, they hand it off, and that's a short gain, and we're coming to the end of the first half. Redskins will get the ball to start the second half. Their offense really didn't do anything big, John.
And a critical miss of a field goal by Billy Cundiff. You can't do that in trying to beat a team like the Atlanta Falcons.
Game tied 7-7. We go to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles for the Visa halftime report. Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to iTunes.com/NFL. Moments away from the start of the second half. Game tied 7-7. Low scoring game. What are your thoughts going into the second half, John?
Well, I think Atlanta, first of all, they started to get a rhythm on that last drive that culminated with the Tony Gonzalez touchdown. For Washington, you want to beat a great team like the Atlanta Falcons, you can't be missing field goals. How much confidence is Mike Shanahan going to have in Billy Cundiff moving forward? I think for Mike Shanahan, you want to keep your young quarterback comfortable, as we've been talking about, but time to take the gloves off. He is yet to carry the football. You got to let this young man go because he is dynamic when they do.
All right, we'll see, because the Redskins get the kickoff to start the second half. Matt Ryan finished strong on that last drive. You see the first half statistics. And how about the Falcons? They came out throwing the football today. 32 passes out of 44 plays.
And remember, Mike Smith, though, said at some point during the game, we're going to get Michael Turner going. Will that be in the second half? We will see.
Matt Bosher kicks it off. Brandon Banks back deep, returning kicks this week. Off the return, straight ahead across the 20 up to the 22-yard line. 27-yard return. Alfred Morris had a real good first half. 10 carries, 86 yards. Fred Davis with 2 more catches. He was the leading receiver coming into the game.
You look at Alfred Morris's numbers, you may say, why give the ball to RG3? But they have zero points on the board as an offense. Remember, those points came from a defensive touchdown by Ryan Kerrigan. I just believe you got to get Robert Griffin III involved in this game more.
2 tight ends in. Morris going wide, making the turn and getting up close to the 30-yard line. Very impressive first half for Alfred Morris.
He showed everything. He showed tremendous vision. He showed that ability to get north and south, stick the foot in the ground, and then he shows his strength, the ability to carry people and finish runs strong. I really like this kid as a player. He caught the ball as well in the first half. Special young player, I believe they found in the 6th round, believe it or not.
A gem. Picked up 7 on first down. The play fake, the blitz is on. They go screen to Fred Davis, the tight end. He's got a first down and is down at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is called a halftime adjustment. Remember, earlier in the first half, Dante Robinson came on the blitz. He hit Robert Griffin III in the back. What do you do now? You invite him in, and then you throw a screen right where the area he vacated to Fred Davis. Good coaching adjustment by Kyle Shanahan, the offensive coordinator for the Washington Redskins.
First down at the 36-yard line. Offensive line remains the same. Williams, Lichtensteiger, Montgomery, Chester, and Columbus. The offensive line for the Redskins. There's Morris cutting it back. And not much on that play. Let's find out what the coaches had to say. Jennifer Hale caught up with them moments ago. Jennifer.
Well, Sam, over on the Redskins sideline, those heaters are cranking. Mike Shanahan tells me he's very pleased with his defense's effort. But his message to the offense at halftime was to be more efficient, especially on third down. Johnny says that is the key to letting loose RG3's passing game and scaling back a little bit on the run game. Meanwhile, the Falcons, Mike Smith tells me that touchdown was key from Tony Gonzalez to establishing rhythm and momentum going into the second half. Look for more no-huddle offense and more run game out of the Falcons. And guys, a quick injury note. Defensive end Doug Worthington for the Redskins is now questionable with a calf injury. Sam?
Thanks, Jennifer. A flag on the play as Alfred Morris carried on second down. Was slowed down in the backfield. Bill Levy.
Illegal block in the back. Number 11 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
That's on the wide receiver, Aldrick Robinson.
And that's going to happen sometime. You're asking your wide receivers to block as well as the Redskins do. You see Aldrick Robinson on Deku. I'm not so sure about a hold. Or block in the back. There you go. There you go. You see it. And with that aggressiveness. But here you put him in a situation. Mike Shanahan said one thing you don't want to do against a Mike Nolan defense is put him in obvious pass situations because he's got every blitz known to man. And here we are in obvious pass situation.
Back at the 26-yard line, 2nd and 20. RG3 with time, and he finds Fred Davis again. Davis up to the 44-yard line. He picked up 19. Bring up a 3rd and 1. William Moore with the tackle.
And this is just good stuff by RG3. The pump to manipulate the defense and then throw a strike to Fred Davis. Fred Davis is a guy I've been very impressed. The more film I watched, he can catch the football. He's got wide receiver skills there, but takes tremendous pride in his blocking ability as well.
They let longtime tight end Chris Cooley go late in training camp, and Fred Davis has stepped up as the #1 tight end. Here's a big play. Redskins 0 for 4 on 3rd down to the game. And Morris isn't going to get there. Great job up front by the Falcons. No gain on the play. Sean Weatherspoon involved.
I just watched the line of scrimmage. Here's Sean Weatherspoon. See Vance Walker. They're getting into the Washington backfield. Penetration kills any run game. William Moore capping off. The ball almost comes out from Alfred Morris. That's good defense. Good team defense by the Atlanta Falcons.
William Moore had a little face mask in that left hand. But no call. Savrocco with a high punt. Dominic Franks lets it bounce inside the 5. Redskins have it covered. Well done by Niles Paul. He got down in a hurry and downed it at the 2-yard line. Matt Ryan with his first offense, and he's got the weapons with him as the Falcons come out for the second half.
Today's business.
From their own 2, Jason Snelling carrying straight ahead, and he gets 2 yards on the play. 7th possession of the game for the Atlanta Falcons, and the best starting field position of the day was the 21-yard line. This is the 2nd time they started inside their own 10.
And remember, Sam, this was a team that came into today's game with the best starting field position in all of football. #1, different story here today. The Redskins are making them go the long way.
Julio Jones and Roddy White out to the left. Joe Hawley lines up as a fullback, number 61. Here's Ryan out of the end zone. He's going deep for Julio Jones, and it's broken up. Josh Wilson stayed with Jones all the way. That's a big play.
It's a good play by Josh Wilson. The Falcons have shown a propensity to throw up top, backed up like that. And it's just a good football play by Josh Wilson.
Remember last week, Matt Ryan throwing out of the end zone. He found Roddy White. It helped set up the winning score.
You're trying to find those one-on-one matchups. There's a position where you had it. Good shot by the Atlanta Falcons. Tough 3rd down right there. Crowd's into it.
3rd and 8. Gonzalez motions. 3 wide receivers in. Here's Ryan. Short drop. Tony Gonzalez hit by Riley. Perry Riley closing quickly. Stops Tony Gonzalez. 3 and out for the Falcons.
And that looked like 56 on the other side. Sean Witherspoon. Perry Riley in coverage on Tony Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to make the catch, but be there right away to make the hit. Good sure tackle by Perry Riley. Textbook football play by Perry Riley gets the Redskins off the field on 3rd down.
Matt Bosher to punt. Brandon Banks is back deep for the Redskins. Banks takes a look, has the ball in his own 48. Trying to get outside, and he does. Good return by Brandon Banks. Thrown out of bounds inside the Falcons' 40-yard line. 14-yard return for Brandon Banks. The defense sparking the Redskins, and they've got good field position and the ball.
Power was very...
Deepest offensive penetration for the Redskins, whose touchdown was an interception and return by Ryan Kerrigan. And now they start from the Falcons' 39. Off the play fake. Griffin throws in, completes it. And the ball pops loose. It's recovered by the Falcons. Garcon made the catch.
No one signaled anything as of yet. They're having their conference.
Yeah. Let's see what the ruling will be here.
Question is it a catch and a fumble, or is it an incomplete pass? Nonetheless, a great play by Dante Robinson. Or is it down by contact?
The ruling on the field is a catch and fumble recovered by Atlanta.
All right.
This will be reviewed.
If Washington challenges, would you challenge if you're Mike Shanahan?
Absolutely. Too big of a play. Too critical of a play.
And the red flag is coming out. The Redskins will challenge the call. It's a review from the booth on a turnover. The ruling on the field was a catch and fumble. Mike Pereira in our studios in Los Angeles. What do you see?
So much to look at on these plays, Sam, and is it in fact a catch? I think that's what you got to look at and what they're going to look at. The defender contact him before or simultaneous with the second foot hitting the ground, and if he did, then it's considered a process of going to the ground, and you have to hold on to the ball when you hit the ground. So I looked at, if it was me under the hood, I would actually reverse this to an incomplete pass, just for those reasons.
The receiver was going to the ground. We are reversing the call to an incomplete pass.
That's why we have Mike Pereira.
I love you, Mike.
You're the best. Thank you, Mike. Right on target as usual. It is an incomplete pass.
Mike, did you train Bill Levy?
Thank you, Mike.
You got it.
So now, on the incomplete pass, the Redskins retain possession of the football. The ball back at the 39-yard line of the Atlanta Falcons.
And I tell you, you can't fault Robert Griffin for that. That's a ball Garcon has to come down with. Really what that was a tremendous finish by Dante Robinson.
Yes,
great defensive backs. The play's never over. Dante Robinson goes in there, rips at it. And as Mike Pereira, they've made this a catch. You got to control it all the way through the process of the catch. Good defensive football.
2nd and 10 for the Redskins on the Falcons' 39-yard line. Off the fake, the short throw is caught by Fred Davis, the tight end, inside the 30-yard line, very close to a first down.
This is a quick play action. Alfred Morris has been so successful. Watch how quickly he gets the ball out. When you can do that, when you make quick, decisive decisions in this league at the quarterback position, it's a good thing. Now here, 3rd down, remember earlier, Alfred Morris stopped on 3rd and 1. I would be really surprised if Robert Griffin doesn't run the football on this play.
Check out the measurement here, and they got just enough. Don't have to worry about 3rd and 1. It's 1st and 10 for the Redskins. John, how tough is it to read that fake, that option fake of Robert Griffin's?
Well, because he's such a threat of running the football, it makes it doubly tough because you have to account for Robert Griffin. And remember, the Falcons played Cam Newton that helped them prepare. Mike Nolan said, hopefully that will allow us to play faster. He didn't think they played fast enough for Cam Newton.
3 wide receivers in. The play fake. Griffin turning and running. First run of the game for Robert Griffin III. And he's out of bounds at the Atlanta 22-yard line.
See, and I like that. They've been setting that up all day. You run Alfred Morris, you run Alfred Morris. Now you give RG3 a chance. Hard play action, the boot game that's been a staple to Mike Shanahan's offense. And you go let him run the football. He just got 7 yards. That's a positive gain on first down.
Down to the 22-yard line. He's got great speed.
World-class speed.
Yes. The toss to Morris. Cuts it back. Good hole. Morris inside the 10. Jonathan Babineau, the defensive tackle, had to chase him down. But it's a 1st and goal at the 9.
And this is the play that's been so successful. You go sideways. At some point, he's going to stick the foot in the ground and get downhill. He does it right there. Let me tell you something, though. Watch this by Jonathan Babineau. That's a defensive tackle making a play 15 yards downfield. That's a special play. If they can hold him to 3, kudos to Jonathan Babineau for a great hustle play.
Back-to-back 100-yard rushing games for Alfred Morris. He's 14 carries, 106 yards in this game. 1st and goal, Redskins. Griffin throwing behind, and it popped in the air, was caught. Pierre Garçon with a tremendous acrobatic catch. That ball was behind him.
This is not a great throw by RG3. A great catch by Garçon, trying to make up for the last one. And if I'm the Atlanta Falcons right now, I'm thinking quarterback draw. Robert Griffin, he's done it all year long. They lead Alfred Morris right up. I'm sure the Falcons are thinking the same thing.
Redskins are 7 for 7 scoring touchdowns when they're inside the 10. Direct snap to Morris. But the Falcons ready for it, and it's a short gain on the play. Good job up front. Sean Weatherspoon was involved. And when they're in goal-to-goal situations, they're 8 for 8. 8 touchdowns.
And that's about one thing. It's about Robert Griffin and all the attention. A lot of them have been him. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns. But with all that attention, it creates one-on-ones outside as well.
Here's 3rd and goal just inside the 4-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right. Morgan, Garçon, and Moss. RG3 rolls. Looking, nobody there. Trying to run, and he's hit hard at the 5-yard line. Uh-oh, he's shaking up. Wow.
What a hit by Sean Weatherspoon.
That's the danger of being a running quarterback like Robert Griffin III.
And he's taken hits like this in successive weeks against Cincinnati. Last week it was Mark Barron. But watch Sean Weatherspoon. This is a big man who can run and comes in with bad intentions, and pow, legal hit, good hit. Great play by Sean Weatherspoon.
And RG3 is heading for the sideline after that hit. Look at that, to the side of the head or the neck. Chances RG3 seems to be okay as he's collected himself. It's 4th and goal for the Redskins, and they've sent on the field goal kicking unit.
And Billy Cundiff, you know his mind's got a lot of things going on. He was 1 of 4 last week. He missed one earlier today. Mike Shanahan, you got to put your kicker out there.
Remember your Babineau comment on the tackle?
Hustle plays like that can win you championships.
He may have saved 4 points. This was earlier in the game, a 31-yard field goal try for Billy Cundiff, and he missed. He started the season 5 for 6. Right now, he is 6 for 11.
You go back to last season as a member of the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs. Missed one against New England that might have won the football game for him. Confidence has to be shaky.
Just 1 for his last 5. Call Star NFL to download NFL Mobile now and get coverage of every NFL game. Justin Snow is the long snapper. The holder is Savraka. Right now, RGIII being checked out on the sideline. It's Kirk Cousins, a rookie out of Michigan State, 4th-round draft pick, who's the number 2 quarterback. Rex Grossman is inactive, the number 3 man, the veteran. This will be a 23-yard field goal try. As the Redskins look to take the lead. And Billy Cundiff puts it through. The Redskins lead 10-7. But RG3, Robert Griffin III, hit hard, shaken up on the play.
Where taste is king.
Back at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, Washington Redskins with a 10-7 lead, but the concern is for Robert Griffin III, who's going to be checked out for possible concussion.
Well, he's got a cut on his right lip. He may stitch that up. That was a vicious hit by Sean Witherspoon. And as we said, that's the danger of running the football as a quarterback in the NFL. 3rd down, he doesn't slide, and he pays for it.
Cundiff kicking off. And a strong kick back Jacquizz Rodgers to the end line. The Falcons will start from the 20. 30 Pacific. Matt Ryan, 22 for 34, 191 yards. Looking to put it up, goes short, and it's juggled and dropped. And he went to Joe Howley again. The offensive lineman lining up as a tight end. That's the 2nd pass thrown his way.
Now, Matt Ryan's a smart man, and that's the last time he's throwing to a center. Joe Howley, in his hands, could make Sports Center tonight. That's 2. Stick to snapping, Joe.
He's lined up as a tight end and as a fullback at times because they want the blocking in there, not the receiving of Joe Howley. Spread formation.
Roddy White's been quiet most of the game. One-on-one situation with D'Angelo Hall.
Short pass is behind Julio Jones. Josh Wilson covering him tightly.
Sam, you got to give credit where credit's due. Early on, we talked about Josh Wilson was going to be a target of the Atlanta Falcons. He has been, and he stood up very well. He's playing a very good football game, keeping this explosive offense in check.
It's been a passing game for the Falcons. 49 plays. They've only rushed 13 times. Ryan got hit as he threw, connects with Roddy White. That's a 1st down up at the 36-yard line. Stephen Bowen with a hit on the quarterback, Matt Ryan.
I want to watch Jacquizz Rodgers putting a little chip on Ryan Kerrigan, giving Claybo. That gives Matt Ryan enough time to stand in there tough and deliver a strike. Big 3rd down conversion to Roddy White.
Third catch of the game for Roddy White. Gain of 17. 1st down at the 37. Here's Michael Turner busting through the hole. London Fletcher takes him down. Ball up at the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. Falcons with 250 yards offense. And 5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. But have scored only 7 points.
London Fletcher said, we've got to make them earn it. And they're certainly doing that. They aren't giving up the big shot. They're making them earn everything they're getting.
Joe Howley's lined up as a fullback. Mike Johnson is a tight end to the right. 2 offensive linemen. Here's Turner. Puts his head down but doesn't get anywhere. Great job underneath by Jarvis Jenkins. The defensive end. 2nd-year man. 2nd-round draft pick out of Clemson last year. And he is a guy with Carricker out. You know, we talked about Arakpo, but Carricker being out is a big loss as well.
Jarvis Jenkins, good football. Out last year with the ACL. They feel like he's still getting healthy. When healthy, he can be a special football player.
Big 3rd down play. 3rd and 5. Jacquizz Rodgers in the backfield with Matt Ryan. Everybody out. Ryan, gets out of the crowd and runs for it. And he's got the first down. Not known for his running ability, but certainly a very athletic player. And Matt Ryan with an important run there.
Well, his speed won't ever be confused with that of Robert Griffin III, but it's effective, and it's been effective this year. Good job in coverage. No other option, and this is another element that Matt Ryan, who focused a lot on conditioning and strength, and it's paid dividends in running the football. When you can get a third down conversion by running the football, it's tough on a defense.
First down, Falcons at the 48-yard line. Ryan dumps it off the hands of Jacquizz Rodgers, incomplete. Time for an update, and for that, we go to Patrick O'Neill in our studios. Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. Looks like RG3 is heading for the Redskins locker room. Here's Ryan throwing and completing to Tony Gonzalez at the Redskins' 45-yard line. Gonzalez with his 11th catch of the game. Closing in on another 100-yard game. A very disappointed look on the face of RG3, an injured player. That's Kendrick Golston, the defensive end for the Redskins, that's down on the field. Golston being checked out to the locker room. RG3. The Redskins are hurting. Third down for the Falcons. Golston went to the sideline and is standing up. He seems to be okay. To the locker room, RG3. Handoff inside of Jacquizz Rodgers. He comes up short. Now that's a strange call. They've been throwing the football, and then on the 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, handoff to Rodgers inside.
And you're behind. I mean, I think it is as well. With all those weapons outside, if they want to double the wide receivers like they've been doing, you've got Tony Gonzalez in the middle. They want to focus on Tony. You've got Julio Jones or Roddy White. I don't like the call. It's easy to say after they don't convert.
And back to punt is Matt Bosher. In the air, Brandon Banks waits for a fair catch and takes it at the 11-yard line. If you're just joining us, here's what happened to Robert Griffin III.
Big third down. He scrambles trying to get the first down. And that's why people say, why don't quarterbacks run as much in the NFL? Well, because it's guys like Sean Weatherspoon that are big and can move. Maybe not as fast as Robert Griffin III, but darn close.
They went and put him in the room, they checked him out, and then he went to the locker room. Here's Kirk Cousins out of Michigan State, 4th-round draft pick. In his first NFL regular season action, had a very good preseason, and he puts it up and completes it to Josh Morgan. He's a good passing quarterback, good arm, good accuracy at Michigan State. Pick up a 4 on the play.
Sam, one of the games that I know you did in the preseason, Kirk Cousins flat out lit it up against the Chicago Bears.
Right.
A very good defense. He was 18 of 23 for 264 yards, and that was in one half. Granted, preseason, this is different. Kid can throw the football, though.
He's got Alfred Morris in the backfield with him. Here's Morris. Trying to turn the corner. Good play by Dante Robinson. Closed quickly, and a good hit.
Well, 2 good hits. A great hit by Pierre Garçon on the crack block. But if you're a corner and your man blocks the safety, you better go make the tackle, and that's exactly what Dante Robinson, who's having, I think, a tremendous year, along with Asante Samuel for the Atlanta Falcons defense.
Redskins 0 for 6 on 3rd down conversions in the game. Here is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Cousins steps up, he's hit, and it's incomplete. John Abraham, who's had a quiet game, got in there and got his arm.
But it's always just a matter of time for John Abraham. He's going to take Tyler Columbus. That's just a pure speed rush. He seems to make his plays. There's some guys in baseball that hit home runs with no one on base. Other guys, grand slams. This guy's Reggie Jackson. He does it when it counts. John Abraham, a heck of a football player.
Zabraka with the punt. Falcons will let it bounce. It goes out of bounds. And it goes out of bounds in Redskins territory. Falcons will get great field position. Fox tonight, the scariest night of the year comes early. It's Animation Domination's hilarious Halloween. And what would the holiday be without a new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror? It all starts tonight at 7:30, 6:30 Central on Fox.
This defense for the Washington Redskins, Sam, has done such a tremendous job dealing with this potent offense. You wonder how long can they hold up. At some point, you got to believe the Falcons will make a play. The credit to this defense.
Stelling and Turner in the backfield. White and Jones the wideouts. Ryan getting time. Nobody open. Now he throws, and it's caught by Roddy White. And he's down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Boy, good protection for Matt Ryan.
Watch, they're going to keep 8 guys in. Hard play action. You got 8 guys protecting. Only a 2-man route. Roddy White does a tremendous job of working himself open. Watch, London Fletcher does a great job locating him, but then Matt Ryan's buying time, come back to the football. That's a quarterback and receiver being in sync, knowing each other.
First down Falcons at the Redskins 27. Jones in motion. 2 tight ends in. Ryan goes short, dropped by Michael Turner. That's the 5th drop by the Falcons receivers in this game.
They haven't been sharp offensively all day long, and it's something they've been so sharp. If you remember the Falcons last year, Roddy White even mentioned it to us. We dropped too many balls.
Yeah.
We made Matt not look good. Well, Matt's been errant today, and the receivers have not been sharp dropping footballs.
So Roddy White said, we're catching the heck out of the ball this season.
He is.
Matt Ryan has thrown 41 passes as we come to the last play of the 3rd quarter. Everybody out. Ryan goes short to Turner, and he's brought down right away. Short pickup at the 24-yard line. End of the 3rd quarter. The Redskins lead the Falcons 10-7, but the Redskins have lost RGIII to injury, and the Falcons are driving. Sam Rosen, John Lynch, Jennifer Hale in Landover, Maryland. And we start the 4th quarter. The Falcons on the move. 3rd and 6 at the Redskins 24. Everybody out. Ryan outside to Jacquizz Rodgers. Spinning and getting down to the 15 on the 1st down. Nice move by Jacquizz Rodgers. He's got some quickness.
He does, and that's a great effort, really, on his part. Josh Wilson comes up. You can't sink your feet right there. You got to run through. You got to take the grass and take it too. These guys are too quick. Beautiful effort by Jacquizz Rodgers getting the 1st down.
Matt Ryan has gotten good protection from his offensive line after being sacked 7 times last week. Gallarda, the 2nd tight end, going to the right side. Ryan swings it out to Turner. He's hit right away. Kerrigan got a piece of him and took him down. They'll give him forward progress across the 20-yard line. Jennifer Hale has an update on RG3. Jen?
Sam, Redskins trainers initially took RG3 into the locker room right behind the bench to do some initial concussion tests. Whatever they saw, they've now brought RG3 into the Redskins' main locker room. His official status is shaken up and his return is questionable. Kirk Cousins now warming up here on the sideline, talking to the O-line and the quarterback's coach preparing to go in. Sam?
Thanks, Jen. Kirk Cousins making his NFL debut in that earlier series. Here's Ryan out of the shotgun. Throwing to the end zone of Julio Jones. He caught it, but it's signaled touchdown. He caught it while he was falling out of bounds. A great catch by Julio Jones.
What a terrific catch. Watch him. Controls the ball, drags the right foot. Let's see if that left toe got down. Right foot down, left foot down. Beautiful catch. Does he control it all the way through the catch? That's just a tremendous throw, a tremendous catch. Those are the matchups they love, and they not only love it against Josh Wilson, against anyone. Matt Ryan will take Julio Jones.
18-yard touchdown pass for Matt Ryan to Julio Jones. So Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of the game. His 13th of the season. Extra point by Matt Bryant is good. And the Falcons lead for the first time in the game. They got good field position. Matt Ryan made it happen with a great pass and a great catch by Julio Jones. Julio Jones' 4th touchdown reception of the season. And then it varies week to week. Last week he was targeted 8 times, had only 1 catch. This week he's got 9 receptions in the game for 66 yards. Washer's kickoff. Brandon Banks brings it back from 5 yards deep. Looking for an opening. He's brought down as he crosses the 20-yard line. Chris Owens with the stop.
Sam, I want to show you something. This is when the game was 7-7 earlier. Again, effort plays that can make the difference. Watch Jonathan Babineau, a defensive tackle. You never know when you're going to make a difference in the game. He prevents Alfred Morris from going in. Redskins kick a field goal. As a result, we've got a 4-point lead for the Atlanta Falcons right now. Effort plays make a difference.
Now Kirk Cousins in his second series. Can he make something happen offensively for the Redskins? Tosses it back to Alfred Morris, and Morris is brought down. Good close by Dante Robinson.
And I'm telling you, if I've got, okay, you already had a rookie quarterback in, but a backup rookie quarterback, if I'm Mike Nolan, if I'm a defensive player, I'm crowding that line saying, you're going to beat us, buddy. You're not going to beat us with Alfred Morris because we're not going to let you. We're going to make Kirk Cousins. Great preseason, we understand that. This is regular season. This is the NFL. Try to beat us.
Cousins was a surprise pick of Mike Shanahan, who'd already drafted RGIII with a number 2 pick overall, but Shanahan said he was too good to pass up. Off the play fake. Cousins going, throwing it. It's dropped. Here Garcon, hit by Asante Samuel. Dropped the football, his second drop of the game.
Plain and simple, that ball needs to be caught. It's a strike from Kirk Cousins, particularly with a backup rookie quarterback. You got to help him out, but again, great finish. Before the finish, that's just a drop. So drops on both sides.
3rd and long for the Redskins, and they have not been good on 3rd downs in the game. Working out of the shotgun. Throwing deep, and he's got Santana Moss, and he's going all the way. Seven-yard touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins, his first in the NFL. And the veteran Santana Moss with a grab.
Santana Moss, Mr. Reliable for the Washington Redskins. Clearly a coverage breakdown. They try to make Kirk Cousins beat him, and Kirk Cousins said, all right, I can play that game too. He hits Santana Moss. What a play.
Santana Moss's role has changed. He's become a 3rd down receiver. And he is fit in. He's accepted the role. And he makes big plays. And the Redskins are back out in front. Kirk Cousins replacing RG3. His second NFL series. He throws a touchdown pass of 77 yards. What a feeling for Kirk Cousins. I'm studying the pictures, but he's given the Redskins the lead with a tremendous throw. And the catch by Santana Moss.
Yeah, he executed it. He threw a strike, and he threw it smart to throw it to Santana Moss. His role has been diminished, but when it's money time, last week in the game-winning drive, they went to Santana Moss, and he delivered.
The kickoff by Condit is deep, and the Falcons take a knee.
Let's take a look at that last play. Clear coverage breakdown. We're going to run this, and I want to stop it right about here. Both safeties. One of those guys supposed to be in the back of the field, in the middle of the field. Not there. Santana Moss goes the distance. Kirk Cousins stared it down. It didn't matter. No one. Someone was supposed to be there, wasn't there.
So now the Falcons start from the 20-yard line, trailing 17-14. And the crowd gets loud. Matt Ryan looking for another fourth quarter comeback, dumping it off to Jason Snelling. There's a flag down around the 35-yard line. Matt Ryan is well known for his comebacks. Last week, his 17th comeback, fourth quarter, for game-winning score.
Illegal contact, number 37 defense, 5-yard penalty, previous spot, automatic first down.
Reed Dowdy, the safety, called for the illegal contact and a first down for the Falcons.
This is something that, with the replacement officials, we weren't getting a whole lot of this. The regular officials, they go beyond that 5-yard mark. They're going to be on it. They know who to watch. They know when to watch them. Good call by the officials.
Number 61 eligible.
Joe Hawley, number 61, lines up as a fullback. Michael Turner, the running back. Ryan steps back. There's Turner trying to squeeze through the hole. Gets a couple of yards up to the 28-yard line. Let's give them 4 on the play. Atlanta Falcons have never been 5-0. This is the third time in franchise history. They are 4-0, 1986, 2004. And the Washington Redskins are trying to break a home field losing streak that is 7. The weather's held off. The threat of rain is still there, but we haven't had any. Turner, hard run, and he's got a first down.
And what's happening right now, why they've thrown the football so much, they're so cognizant of Julio Jones and Roddy White. They're trying to give these corners help. At some point, Mike Smith, Dirk Cutter got to say, okay, if you're going to double these wide receivers, we can run the football. And that's what they're doing right here, and Michael Turner's a good guy to do it. Watch him finish this run. People go backwards when they hit Michael Turner.
Ball off at the 37-yard line. Jacquizz Rodgers in at running back. Off the play fake. Ryan wants to go deep. He throws, and it's broken up. Oh, that was into traffic for Roddy White. Madieu Williams was there, along with D'Angelo Hall. That was a dangerous pass.
And I tell you what, Madieu Williams is dancing around, you know, with a good play. He should have had an interception right here. You want to win a football game like this, intercept this ball. Don't just bat it away. You want to make a great play, intercept the ball. He had a beat on it. That should be an interception.
And that's coming from a guy who knows. He's played that position a little bit. Redskins showing blitz. They drop back in coverage. Ryan throws and completes it to Harry Douglas. Into Redskins territory, down to the 44-yard line. 19-yard pickup.
And now all of a sudden, okay, you got Julio, you've got Roddy. Don't forget about Harry Douglas in addition to Tony Gonzalez. Matt Ryan's playing lights out, but he's got a lot of weapons that are making his job a lot easier.
Matt Ryan 30 for 47, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drew Davis is in the game for the first time, and he's wide right. Everybody out. Pump fake. Ryan turns and completes to Tony Gonzalez. First down at the Redskins 31. 12th catch of the game for Tony Gonzalez, and he is over 100 yards receiving.
The fountain of youth. Tony Gonzalez, wherever you found it, give some to me. This guy is playing lights out. 12th catch of the day. Whenever Matt Ryan needs someone, Mr. Reliable. Matt Ryan said the most consistent player he's ever played with. I agree, Matt.
29th career 100-yard receiving game for Tony Gonzalez. He has a touchdown in the game as well. Here's Michael Turner. Buries his head, goes into the crowd for a couple of yards. Now to the 28-yard line. Pick up a 3 on the play.
What Washington has done so well today that they've struggled with all year. Okay, we just had a nice game to Tony Gonzalez, but they aren't having the big one that kills you. The big touchdown. They're making the tackle. They're keeping the ball in front of them. Good job. Good game plan by Jim Haslett. Very creative game plan, and they're executing it well as a defense.
And they've stayed away from getting burned badly by the deep plays, the big plays. Ryan looking to put it up, and he's in trouble. They got him. First sack of the game. Barry Cofield, the nose tackle.
Here's Barry Cofield. You're going to see Matt Ryan go back, try to get one of those big shots down the field. And Cofield said, you're going to wait that long, I'm coming after you. And he delivers and finishes Matt Ryan.
Lost back to the 35-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 14. Have to get to the 21 for a first down. Ryan gets time. The pass was tipped. Might have been Cofield again.
Barry Cofield, from the first pass attempt of the day, has been in Matt Ryan's face. The sack, the play prior to that, then the big deflection. Matt Ryan struggling against this Washington defense.
The Falcons will attempt a 53-yard field goal. Matt Bryant, who's been perfect this season, but has not tried one from over 50 this season. His season-long 42. He's got the accuracy. He's got the distance. It's good. Matt Bryant. He has been perfect this season. And he comes up with a big 3 to tie the game. Matt Bryant, 10 for 10 this season, and his 23rd consecutive field goal made. The Falcons have tied it. Bosher with a line drive kick returned by Brandon Banks. And Banks still on his feet, slipped a couple of tackles, and is spun down by the kicker, Matt Bosher, as he crossed the 21-yard line. Matt Bryant, 53-yard field goal, ties the game. And the Redskins with Kirk Cousins at quarterback. If you joined us late, this is his 3rd series since replacing Robert Griffin III, who is out with a possible concussion. Alfred Morris, who's over 100 yards in the game, is brought down at the 27 by Murray Jerry.
This is the play that Robert Griffin, big 3rd down. Sean Witherspoon lays a clean hit, but lays the wood on Robert Griffin III, and Robert Griffin feels it. He's got a cut on his chin. They checked him for concussion symptoms, and with today's protocol, Sam, they're always going to err on the side of caution.
Right.
Kirk Cousins has relished the opportunity, a big touchdown pass to Santana Moss.
Cousins in his first NFL playing time. He's in trouble. He's down. Jonathan Babineau fans are upset as Corey Bierman tried to make sure that he was down. Hadn't heard the whistle, so he
went easy
piece of him again.
He did. You always got to make sure. Babineau on the outside collapses the pocket on Tyler Columbus. Bierman probably right to do that because I'm not so sure Cousins was down.
Third sack of the game for the Falcons. Ball back to the 23-yard line. The 22 make it. 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Cousins gets time and finally finds Evan Royster out of the backfield, but Royster is stopped short of the first down at the 29-yard line. 7-yard pickup. And the Redskins go 3 and out.
Croy Bierman, they've used this guy all over the field. This is a defensive lineman. They played him at free safety. Watch him drop like a linebacker, and they come up and make the key tackle to keep him short of the first down. Great play by Croy Bierman.
Very versatile player. Sav Rocca with a high kick. Dominic Franks looking to return. And it's hit hard. Good coverage on the play, and it's Lorenzo Alexander again. Time for an update. And for that, let's go to Kurt Menefee.
The 13 and the 4. Sam and John.
Eagles finding a way to overcome those turnovers early and get the lead in Pittsburgh.
Despite the turnovers. You imagine if they ever eliminated those, they'd be tough to deal with.
Falcons start from the 31. The game tied at 17. Falcons no strangers for close games and last-minute finishes in the fourth quarter. Michael Turner up to the 35-yard line. Perry Riley with the stop. 4-yard gain on the play. Big day for Tony Gonzalez with 12 catches, 109 yards. His career high in the game is 14 receptions.
Well, Mr. Reliable, and Matt Ryan came out struggling today. And when you're struggling, what do? You go to your security blanket. And that's Tony Gonzalez.
And he has a touchdown catch in the game, his 99th of his career. Tony Gallardo's hit a second tight end for Atlanta. Ryan throws, and there's Tony Gonzalez. Breaks 2 tackles and gets up to the 48-yard line.
Tony Gonzalez, I mean, the catch, this 13th catch isn't enough, but he's going to bounce off and go forward for more yards. But this has been him all day long there for Matt Ryan. Bodies the defensive players up. The most reliable hands you'll ever want. Tony Gonzalez playing some exceptional football.
Matt Ryan has attempted 50 passes in the game. His career high is 52. And he's over 300 yards again. Short pickup on the play.
This Redskin defense has done a great job of building that wall up there and capping off Michael Turner. You let a guy like Michael Turner get ahead of steamroll, and he's tough to deal with. But if you slow him down at the line of scrimmage, a lot easier. Jim Haslett, Bob Slowick, Raheem Morris, all the coaches on this defensive side have devised a heck of a game plan.
73 offensive plays for Atlanta, 44 for Washington. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan with plenty of time. And wide open is Julio Jones. Slips one man, is shoved out of bounds at the Redskins' 22-yard line.
Well, what have we talked about? The Redskins have given up the big play. Josh Wilson so cognizant of that. Julio Jones pulls one on him here.
Oh, man.
He says, think I'm going to go deep? I'm stopping. And Josh Wilson flies right by. Beautiful throw by Matt Ryan, and what a route by Julio Jones. That's his maturation from year 1 to year 2. It's in his route running.
29-yard pickup, 10 catches, 95 yards for Julio Jones, 1 touchdown. Ryan again. Dumps it off to Jason Snelling. Nice cut inside. Brought down at the 13-yard line. The Falcons on the move.
Sam, you mentioned something earlier. 70-plus plays. I'm starting to see fatigue out of this Washington defense. And that happens when you've played that many plays.
Got to wear you down. Falcons driving in. They're in scoring position, obviously in field goal range. Though Billy Cundiff has been shaky, to say the least, in recent games. But the Falcons controlling the ball. Here's a 2nd and 1. Michael Turner. Big hole. heading for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown.
Beautiful, beautiful drive by the Atlanta Falcons. We talk about a tired defense. What's the telltale signs? You start losing the battles up front and you start getting sloppy as a tackler. You see the rain come down. They rely on Michael Turner, the offensive line. Tremendous job. That's winning football by the Atlanta Falcons.
6 plays, 69 yards in just under 3 minutes, and the Falcons regain the lead. Matt Bryant puts it right through. The rain has started to fall here in Landover, Maryland.
They take a page out of the Mike Shanahan offense, downhill running. Look at that hole. That's a big hole. Great job by the offensive line. And that's the head of steam we're talking about with Michael Turner. You let him have a free run like that, those tackles aren't going to happen in the defensive backfield. Good job by Turner of locating that hole. Big block by Gallarda, coming back across the formation.
Falcons responding very well to adversity. They fell behind after that big touchdown pass thrown by Kirk Cousins to Santana Moss. There's Jim Haslett, the defensive coordinator. And his guys have hung in there a long way, but as you said, may have worn down here late in the game. Now the Falcons with a 24-17 lead.
One of the things Matt Ryan talked about is, look, after the first quarter of the season, we've been really good at times, but we've left a lot out there. The bottom line is, though, you don't get style points for wins. We're finding different ways to win football games. They made it interesting today, and we'll see. It's not over yet, but they're finding more ways to win football games.
Now the Redskins will have to show their character to try to come back with Kirk Cousins at quarterback. Redskins have all their timeouts. Matt Bosher kicks it off. Brandon Banks brings it out. Trying to get outside. He does. Good return by Banks. Out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll pile up on the sideline, and everybody seems to be Pacific. It might be right here in Washington.
That's right. How about Kirk Cousins in there as a backup, a rookie, and the rain really starts to come down. Sam.
Off the play fake. Cousins throwing and completing. Pierre Garçon with a good grab, and he held on that time. Up to midfield.
Tell you what, Sam, he's not scared. He's getting back there and letting it go.
And as you said, look at the rain come down. Does this favor anybody?
Well, I think the offense knows where they're going. As a defensive back, it's tough on the footing, but it just started to rain. We'll see if he can hold on to that football.
Cousins goes short to Santana Moss. Spot the ball down around the 46-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Atlanta Falcons trying to get to 5-0. The Redskins trying to come back. Giants have come back to take their lead on Cleveland. They got it all on the postgame show coming up next. Kirk Cousins on second down. And that pass is intercepted by Dante Robinson.
Boy, a tall order for Kirk Cousins coming in relief of RG3. The Atlanta Falcons, he's had success, but watch Dante Robinson. He's going to sit. This is called trap defense. Going to sit, thinks he's in the flat. He's just reading the eyes of Kirk Cousins. Cousins stares over there. Dante Robinson, an old pro, reads his eyes and goes, gets the football. Could be the crushing blow for the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons second in the league in takeaways coming into today's play. That's their 13th takeaway of the season, their 8th interception, and a big one. Michael Turner. Larry Riley's got part of him. They bring him down, and the Redskins call timeout.
Timeout Washington. Their first.
Their first timeout. Falcons.
See Matt Ryan, you see why they call him Matty Ice. 2 weeks in a row, fourth quarter, come from behind victories. Here it was in Carolina. Improbable. Backed up to your 1-yard line. No timeouts. He just throws a bomb. Roddy White goes up and gets it. They kick the field goal. And they go win on Matt Bryant's field goal.
79 eligible.
Matty Ice has ice in his veins, and here it is today. Okay, Julio Jones, Jason Snelling, final touchdown by Michael Turner.
Matt Ryan throwing 52 passes in the game, now handing off to Michael Turner again. And the Redskins stop the clock. Ryan passing for 345 yards after throwing for 369 last week. 12th time in his career he's thrown for over 300 yards.
One thing, Sam, you know over the years when you meet with Mike Smith, very impressive. Nice person, first of all, but knows how to run a football organization. Everybody from Arthur Blank, Rich McKay, Thomas Dimitroff, but he has very specific things he looks at coming into today. These are his 7 keys to victory. You look at penalties, first in the league. Drive start, first in the league. Giveaways, first in the league. Turnover margin, first in the league. Takeaways, second. This was the big one today, where they were 8th. Time of possession right now. They're leading 35-35 to 22 minutes.
And look at those plays. 78 plays to just 47 for the Redskins. Ryan held on to the football, trying to get to the first down marker, but is brought down. He stayed in bounds, keeping the clock going, but the Redskins will use another timeout. And that's their last timeout. The Redskins will get the ball back. Join the NFL and the American Cancer Society in the fight against breast cancer by supporting a Crucial Catch campaign. Visit NFL.com/auction to bid now on authentic NFL pink gear worn by players and coaches. You've seen it? The shoes, the gloves, the sleeve.
And what a commitment. You know, Tanya Snyder, the impetus to start it, but what a commitment from the NFL. All month long, you see the pink all over. A tremendous cause.
And watch the punt. High kick. Brandon Banks takes a look. And Banks lets it bounce, and it goes into the end zone. Drew Davis was down there for Atlanta. Unable to make the touch. So now, Kirk Cousins will replace the injured RG3, Robert Griffin III. They have to go 80 yards for the tying score with no timeouts.
This is the position Matt Ryan was in last week. Kirk might want to call over to the sidelines and say, hey, Matt, how do you do this? I don't think Matt would answer that call. A tough situation for Kirk Cousins to be thrust into.
Here's how you do it. You find Santana Moss for another 77-yard touchdown.
That's a good start.
Cousins, pump fake, hit as he throws, intercepted. It's Thomas Deku with his 4th interception of the season. And the Falcons come up with 2 late interceptions to ice this game.
But it always starts with pressure. And again, John Abraham, watch this defensive line collapse the pocket on Kirk Cousins. Right in his face. Creates the high ball, and watch Deku, who's had a tremendous year, his 4th interception on the year. John Abraham coming up in the middle. The hit by Ray Edwards.
And now with no timeouts for the Redskins, the Falcons will run out the clock. Falcons' schedule is one where every other week they play home or on the road. There's no back-to-back road games, no back-to-back home games. It's one on the road, home next week. They're celebrating because for the first time in franchise history, they will be 5-0. Not even my good buddy Jerry Glanville got his team to 5-0. But Matt Ryan going 34 for 52, 2 touchdown passes. Tony Gonzalez caught 1, 13 catches, 122 yards. Julio Jones with 10 catches. Michael Turner with another touchdown, 64 yards rushing. Tony Gonzalez had a great game with 13 catches. Washington is 2-3. They've lost 8 straight at home. That's disappointing.
They have, but they battled extremely hard. You know, I think they had a lot of things stacked against them today, and they gave the Falcons all they could handle. Came up a little short.
Big concern for RGIII, who suffered an injury, possible concussion. The Atlanta Falcons go 5-0. They beat the Redskins 24-17. We'll be right back.